Hi there, I'm Allison Reese, the Executive Director for the Super Bowl of Caring, and I wanted to join you today to share a little bit about our new innovative tool that uses AI to help support hunger relief. Wanted to show you the Tackle Hunger Map and what Super Bowl of Caring is all about, because I'd love for some of you to encourage others to participate in that. So of course, to begin with, just the reason that we're called to do this, Super Bowl of Caring's been around 30 years. We know right now that 37 million people were hungry before COVID, so we hadn't solved the problem then. And since the economic shutdown, we say it's 53 million, but we know there's far more who are coming into our food pantries to ask for help, who are struggling each month. And McKinsey & Company suggests that 17 billion pounds of food is going to be needed to feed hungry people in 2021. So we know that there's some urgency behind our action. So we worked really hard to get this Tackle Hunger Map moving quickly. So again, Super Bowl of Caring, you may and may not be familiar with us. We've been around for 30 years. We're a national support network that's driven to tackle hunger. And we unite communities, we support our local charities, and we use the energy of the big game as a catalyst to do that. Remember, the Super Bowl game itself, last year in 2020 or this year, people spent in the U.S. over $17 billion on Super Bowl related merchandise, including food. A big chunk of that goes on food. So we say, what if everybody who was watching the big game, all 100 million of them, just gave $1 or one can of food to their local hunger relief agency? That would make a big difference to those in need in their community. So we mobilize grassroots resources with a national reach and direct local impact. So everything that happens, if it's your church or your school or your business that has a food drive or collects cash, all of that stays local at whatever food charity your group decides to raise funds and cans for. So it's a real simple activity. I was going to share a real quick video to help you understand what we look like. Okay, so that helps you kind of understand our history. We've been doing this for a long time. Over $160 million has been donated directly because of our effort. And here's what we do. We engage groups to support their local charities. We connect them to those local charities, especially through our map that I'm going to show you here in a minute. And we support those efforts. So we provide all sorts of materials, and I'll show you how to get to those for free. So we want to make it hard to not participate in this effort to help local charities. And again, all that means is it's a win because it has a huge impact on hunger. This past year alone, we raised over $10.6 million reportedly. There's a lot of people, of course, who don't necessarily report. So, so that's something that we always have to think about as well. So again, if you look at the number of food charities that are out in our country, there's over 100,000, and we know that, but we don't really have a good list of that. In fact, Super Bowl of Caring has actually been found to have one of the best lists because we have benefited, our campaign has benefited over 12,000 charities over the years. We know there's 53 million people who are hungry. We know there's thousands of food charities who are in need of help. only about half of them are part of a Feeding America network. So a lot of them are totally independent. So, and most individuals don't know where their local food charity is. So we teamed up with the Joint Artificial Intelligence Center, which is a part of the Department of Defense, who was very interested in knowing what local food charities had and needed, especially during the pandemic. And they asked for our help with that, and that laid the foundations for the Super Bowl of Caring Tackle Hunger map. This interactive map will show you where food charities are and their needs in real time to support the understanding of this complex system that provides a lot of immediate assistance to people who are hungry. So let me say this. If we know that we have most of our charities don't have, they're independent, that means you have to know where they are to get help to them. And most of us know where our local food bank is, but we may not know that just down the street there's someone tackling hunger and supporting those who are hungry right in our neighborhood. So we wanted to make something available for people to be able to see that. And it's the first of its kind. And we have simple graphics. So I was going to show you what that looks like.
Map from Super Bowl of Caring comes in.
Let me start it over for you. Technical issues, right? Here we go.
Know where to start. You want to make a difference in your community, but don't know where to start? You know, hunger and food insecurity is a serious issue that impacts everyone from children to adults. Making sure your donation helps the people in your community directly is important to you, right? We understand, and that's where the Tackle Hunger Map from Super Bowl of Caring comes in. It's easy to see where your local food charity is tackling hunger in your community and what they need to take care of your neighbors in need. Each pin on the map represents a food charity both large and small. Every day in America, these food banks, pantries, cupboards, and closets are helping to take care of the growing number of food insecure families in your community. Here's how it works. The food charity tells us what they need by changing the color of their apple icon. Red means they have critical needs and won't be able to continue to serve the community without your help. Orange lets you know that they need non-perishable food like peanut butter, rice, pasta, and canned goods. Yellow signifies they are in need of perishable items like milk, eggs, fruit, and vegetables. And a green apple lets you know they are doing well, but would appreciate your help. You can easily select the charity you want to help, see what they need, and make a cash or gift card donation directly to that charity. You can even organize a food drive so your family, friends, and neighbors can help tackle hunger with you. For over 30 years, Super Bowl of Caring has been the catalyst for raising over $160 million of cash and food to tackle hunger in local communities with our campaign that is traditionally centered around the big game. But hunger relief isn't just a once-a-year activity. Hunger is bigger than the bowl, which is why we created the Tackle Hunger app. There are over 50 million people, including children, that are hungry right now in the United States alone, and food charities need your help. Please share the Tackle Hunger Map and encourage others to participate in taking care of our country's most vulnerable by helping us tackle hunger today. Visit tacklehunger.org and make sure to come back often to help. No one should go without soup in their bowl today.
Okay, so that's basically how that works. And again, you can see where your local food charities are. We can add charities to this map, so we are continuing to do that as we speak. We know there's 100,000 food charities. We have about 12,000 in our map. We don't have contact name information for all of them, so we're actively working on that with volunteers and with support staff to do so. But in addition, anyone can go in and suggest a charity into our map. And then, of course, help them by, you can donate through the map, you can support a food drive, all of those things can help support that local food charity. The biggest thing to me is that we're able to show you where they are so that then you and your team, whatever group you're with, a church, a local Boy Scout troop or whatever, can choose who they feel like is the most in need to help them with their mission. So in order to help, of course, how you can get involved, You can use our Tackle Hunger map to help a local charity. You can join our campaign and encourage other groups to join that, and be creative about using the energy of that big game to motivate friends and colleagues to give. Everything you need is on our website at tacklehunger.org. We have an official playbook that you can download. We have posters. We have lesson plans for schools and for churches to be able to use. And everything on our website is free because, again, we don't want anyone to not participate. We want everyone to take this on and to tackle hunger with us, including every church group and every school, to help support local hunger relief. And everything, again, stays local when you decide who's going to be the beneficiary of the campaigns that you're helping to support. Super Bowl of Caring, again, we work with the NFL alumni. We have NFL teams that help support that. This past year, we had we collected $10.6 million, and we're hoping to beat that this year since there's such a high need. We feel really that this is really important this year specifically, and we hope that you will be able to take a look at the Tackle Hunger map, and I'll be available to answer questions for you. Another key piece, I would say, about the Super Bowl of Caring's Tackle Hunger map that you can help with is to encourage people to use it, and to encourage your local food charities to use it, because the only way that we can help support not only donations and awareness, but